My name is AKOTHEE, alias AKOTHEE. I am a single mother of 5. I have 2 handsome boys and 3 very educated girls. Currently, I live in a village. I promised myself to retire at the age of 40, and at 42, I'm still catching up. First and foremost, I'd really like to thank Mount Kenya University for giving me an opportunity to pursue my education. The main reason as to why I went to school is I'm a person who believes in success, and for me, success is relative. When my parents took me to school, instead of me being a student, I decided to be a wife and a mother. So all my life, I've been playing the responsibility of being a mother when I was supposed to be a student. Therefore, at the back of my mind, I always felt like there's something still pending that I left pending somewhere. I felt like I let my parents down, especially my mom. I just felt like I hurt her so much because most of the time she would remind me of my fellow classmates we went to school with, and when she goes out with her fellow friends, their children are educated apart from her own daughter. It doesn't matter whether I'm successful, but to her eyes, she always felt like there's something still pending that I need to finalize. And apart from just making my mom proud, I also wanted to be in that list of the elites, you know, the social class. As a woman, there are some things you need to have in your life. Like when someone asks you, what is your profession? I mean, I can't say I'm a singer. That's done right now. Yeah, I've just attained a degree in business management. I'm specialized in human resource management. So my work is to fire and hire.
A glimpse of how was Mount Kenya University, your experience when you were alive?
Yeah, you know, I first joined university back in 2007. I had this drive. I am a brilliant student, and I'm not an average student. I don't need to read to be able to write an exam. I mean, I have common sense. So I joined Nairobi University back in 2007. I was a taxi driver down in Mombasa and still had to provide for my children. Therefore, I was in and out, and I was distracted. Sometimes I would be called by clients to go pick them up, and I remember, hey, I haven't paid my rent. I need to pay school fee. So I had to stop going to school and, you know, fend for my children. And then my uncle, who was working at Mount Kenya University, his name is Uncle Mark Ogendi, told me that there's a university called Mount Kenya, and they have a branch in Mombasa whereby I can go and enroll. So I went and enrolled in Mount Kenya University in Mombasa campus, but Mombasa is too, you're making noise. Mombasa is quite a lot, you know, it's a lot of Spaß. Sorry, I'm speaking German now. It's a lot of fun in Mombasa. It's about the beach, the wine, and just good life. So when I was pursuing my career as an artist, for you to blow up in Kenya, you have to move to Nairobi where you can get interviews and stuff. So I decided to move to Nairobi. Then I also moved my education to Nairobi, which is I was a bit tough with traffic jam. My children were going to Rayburn, school group of schools thing. And just apart from making my mom proud or my parents proud, I had a zeal, I had a calling, I had, you know, like I just wanted to have that personal touch of myself to achieve and have that self-actualization. Actually, after coming out of the graduation square, I feel some kind of energy in me, and I would really like to thank Mount Kenya University for giving me an opportunity, because I tried going back to school in 2007. I didn't have a good job. I was just a taxi driver trying to put two things together. I had my 3 kids, taking care of them single-handedly. Since I got married at the age of 14, by that time I was still a baby. I mean, just making decisions out of instincts. I had to parent my kids and also try to achieve a better life for myself. When I joined Nairobi University, I could not be able to pay my school fee, and I also had to fend for my children, so I was in and out, missed quite a lot of exams until the dean called me and told me, you know what, you are not able to continue with school because the number of times you missed classes is wanting. Those days I had very low self-esteem. I had nothing, you know, I didn't have energy to express myself. I just felt thwarted and demoralized. So I said, okay, I think it's time I go fetch for money, then come back for education, can wait. So I went back, instead of fetching for money, I went and fetched for another pregnancy. I got my 4th born, and I didn't stop there. Then I had my financial breakthrough in 2014. When I had my financial breakthrough in 2014, I had to travel a bit, buy the things I always wanted to buy when I didn't have money. Eat food I've always wished to eat when I had money. Travel to countries I always wanted to travel to. And then when I collected myself, I came back and realized, oh wow, there is a school pending that I needed to finalize. So I joined Mount Kenya University in Mombasa through the connection of my uncle who was also working there. Uncle Marco Gendi. Thank you very much, Uncle, for this big milestone. I think this degree belongs to you. I love you so much.
Maybe you give us a glimpse of the experience that you had in Mount Kenya University.
Yeah, I really like to appreciate Mount Kenya University for giving me an opportunity to finalize my degree. I am a person who juggles in between a lot of businesses. I'm co-parenting globally, and sometimes I'm compelled to travel to go visit my children, or when they need me as a mother. I also have some other children here I have to take care of. I have my parents, I have my properties, I have my businesses. But every time I missed out on a cut in Mount Kenya University, they kept on reminding me. And what inspired me about Mount Kenya is I am a distant learning student, and logging onto the portals wasn't a problem. When I realized that they even have another branch in Kisii, that is what now crowned my education, because now I was able to sit in class. I never missed any of the cuts. And what I love about Mount Kenya University, how consistent they are on their students. I would like to thank Mr. Chepkeres, who kept on reminding me, is like, okay, when are you traveling out of the country, because we have cuts coming on, have you logged into your portal, like, do you have any problems? And I would like to encourage each and every parent that ignore the noise and focus on the journey. Mount Kenya University is the best, and I've also asked my children to join in their PhD, because right now they've joined different universities for their masters. And I know although everyone is waiting for what next. Let me remind you that I've just enrolled for my MBA. I'm currently waiting to join Mount Kenya University in January. We are already enrolling right now. I lost my certificates, therefore I had to go back to Nairobi, went to Kenya National Examination Council to retrieve my documents, and for that matter, I'm going for my master's. I will be specializing in strategic planning.
Oh, nice. What if you tell us something about a little bit about your foundation?
Well, AKOTHEE Foundation is a non-profitable organization that was founded by me back in 2019 when I went to save the Turkana people when they were hit by famine. It's not that I started charity just the other day. I am an empath. I'm a philanthropist by nature. And being a philanthropist is not it's not a career, it's a calling. I know I'm coming from a very humble background, and people normally ask, hey, why is AKOTHEE saying that she comes from grass to grace when her parents are well off? Well, you can see how my father looks like and how my mom looks like. I come from a very well-off family, and when you go into our community, I think my family is one of the richest family from where I come from. It's just that I was a difficult child, and I ran away from home, and my tough-headedness, I had to feed from it, because I was now ashamed to go back home and tell Mom, you know what, I've come back, all the things you told me came to pass. And after suffering in the world and seeing what world is made of, I had to now go into giving, because I know what it means. Sometimes I wasn't able to pay school fee for my children. There's a time I came back home and my children were sent for school fee. The landlord had locked my door. My car that I depended on as a taxi had broken down. And have you ever woken up and you realize that the devil is your guest? That day I felt like this devil is really my guest. My children sitting in a corner with a blue uniform. My car broken down. The landlord locked my door. I have nobody. It's all me and me alone. So those things that I went through are the things that compelled me into even coming up with the foundation. I've supported so many students. I think I've educated up to 100 students. They normally come here at the gate. My mom is #1 somber of children. I don't know from where. I wake up and I find children here. She's like, I need a check for this one, and a check for this one. Most of them are working now. I'm happy to see them driving cars. You know, I feel like I've really participated in, in someone's life. And having opened AKOTHEE Academy here in the village, when I was building this home, most of my friends said, "Unaenda kuishi ushago." Yes, I had a purpose, and I want to leave a legacy in my community. If I would build this house somewhere in Kisumu, it would be for a showbiz or show off. I've provided quite a lot of employment right now. And through the foundation, through the children that I've educated, well, let me remind you that I don't have sponsors. I do everything from my pocket. God has given me a wide range and a big brain of how to make money. I know how to make money. Normally I said my money is in my head, so I don't allow anyone, including marriage, to mess up with my money because my money is here. I have to manufacture that money from my head, put it in my pocket, put it in the bank, get it from the bank, and now support the community. So AKOTHEE Foundation brought in the birth of AKOTHEE Academy. AKOTHEE Academy is a school that is out to develop characters, nurture skills, talent, and I think since my children are grown up, I miss taking care of children. I think I want to give them the best. All the school's curriculums we have are only fostering and focusing on education, but I don't think people think about character development of a child. And reasons that's why I've started this school from age 0 to up to secondary school is because I want to nurture these children. However small they could be, will bring quite a very big impact because I want to start nurturing the child's character from when they were young. When you look at my children, I'm a disciplinary mother. I'm a very responsible mother. I'm a loving mother. I want to teach the women around this area how to nurture the children outside dysfunctional families. We have children coming from gender-based violent homes. When you see a child walking, all of them, when you see my children in school today from AKOTHEE Academy, all of them have released themselves because we dance, we sing, we get to talk, I hold them, and this is what the touch that the children really miss. The children that I've sponsored right now, I've sponsored 30 students in AKOTHEE Academy. I've also provided job opportunities for their mothers. Their mothers will be the ones, they will be the matrons, will be the teachers, so that they can understand how to bring up their children. Instead of, sulking in a corner and saying, oh, my husband or threw me out of the house, I don't have a job, my husband died. All these narratives women are saying, it's not worth it, they don't pay bills. It's high time women wake up, believe in yourself, go out there and fetch what belongs to you.
Talking of women empowerment, do you have any ambitions into the political wing?
Politics? No. I don't understand politics. And I think my brand is too big for politics. I mean, I'm the president of Single Mothers globally. Yeah? And there will be none after me. It's only one, AKOTHEE. And the name brand AKOTHEE, I mean, if I just walk out of this place, I don't need news to tell people to come to me. I attract positive energy because I'm a positive person. I am the brand ambassador for Migori County, and that one doesn't mean I've come here to look for votes or I'm looking for something or positioning myself. I am a public figure that I can vie for any seat anywhere in this country because people feed from my successful story. If I go to politics right now, it will devalue my brand, and politics is too small for my brand. Yeah.